Alrighty. Well, hopefully I have a good enough signal. Hopefully. But we will see, what's what. And we'll just go from there. All right. Get some things set up here. All right. There we go. Okay, dokie. Let's see. Do we got everything? I think I got everything. Here we go. So, like it says there, Cincinnati chili. I think I have everything I need. Well, I need a bag here. Set some dirty things on there real quick. We're in. Well, we got 2 bags. Spooby, how you doing? Miss Renee from Chicago, how you doing? Sorry to hear about the power outage. Hopefully things are. I'm assuming they're back on, unless you're just on your phone. Troy F1, how you doing, sir? Welcome on in. Appreciate it. So, like it says there, the chili we made yesterday, we're going to use that as a basis for the second meal, using the leftovers to make something new, but also reusing something you already got. So, if you watched yesterday's vlog, Canada, all right. What part of Canada? Mr. Ag Hauler, give you a nice salute. I don't know if you're still in Colorado, but wherever you are, hope you're safe, hope you're doing good. I am up here in, where am I at? Okanagan, Washington State, basically northwest of Spokane, north of the Grand Coulee Dam, which I came over today, which was the first for me, going past the Grand Coulee Dam. Not a bad ride, through the mountains and, through the scenery there. So definitely hope it comes out well when I edit that video and put it on. All right. So I do have the window open over here. It's nice. It's nice weather out here. There's a little bit of wind blowing. I got the front windows open. There's not a whole lot of bug activity right here at this truck stop. Technically I'm in Omak, O-M-A-K, Washington. Like I said, north of the Grand Coulee Dam. But like I said, it's nice weather out here. It's nice and cool. The only reason I have the air conditioning on and the APU outside running is to make sure I actually have power, and then that while I'm cooking, especially when I get the hot plate going, it's not going to get too hot here. Because, I'm not paid to suffer. So there you go. Channels to watch. How you doing, sir? So like I said, we are going to be making some fresh pasta, some fresh spaghetti. Here is my pasta maker right here. Let me turn that down a little bit there. So fresh pasta in the pasta maker from scratch. We got our Instapot, which we made our chili in last night, which I had a bowl and a half last night, of course, with some Fritos and some onion and some cheese on top of it. When I stopped for the day here at noon, I had another bowl for lunch, which was definitely good the second time around. We all know how that is. Sometimes leftovers, because they've sat all night and all the flavors are mingling in a little bit better, sometimes it's better the next day than it is the first day. So, we got our pasta flour. This is flour that is from Italy. This is what they call 00 flour, which is a little bit different than your standard all-purpose flour. combined with a little bit of bread flour. So it gives you a slightly bit different texture. But I got some of this from there, and you can see in the month or so that I've actually had the pasta maker on the truck, I've used almost this entire container, plus about this exact amount more, making pasta in the truck. So this should be enough, because we're not going to do a big recipe of pasta. We're just going to do 100 grams of pasta. Now, I could do it with just plain water, but I like my pasta with an egg. So we're going to make some egg-based pasta. I like it's not so much the flavor, it's the texture that it gives. Now, yes, I am not making this by hand and kneading it and letting it rest and all that stuff. I wish I had the space for that, but I just don't. So, we got ourselves a nice container here, and we're going to use our stick blender. This is a Cuisinart stick blender, and we're going to blend up some chili here, because the chili is rather chunky, with the vegetables that are in there. And that's Mr. Nathaniel Lee. Yesterday, I like I said, I was at Missoula, Montana, at the pilot truck stop there, the town, quote-unquote, town pump pilot. My fellow co-worker works at the same company as I do. He was there before I was, so I said, hey, I'm going to make some fresh chili. Would you like a bowl? He seemed to like that. So I consider that success, a little bit of generosity. Hopefully he enjoyed it. I mean, the bowl came back empty, so I can assume either he threw it away, he gave it to his dog. Well, I don't even know if he has a dog, but actually, he could have given it to his dog, could have threw it out the window. But I think he ate it, and I think he enjoyed it, because he said he enjoyed it. So we're going to take, I don't know, I think we'll do 1.5 cups of chili. So this is pretty hearty and thick and chunky. Tomatoes, red kidney beans, onions, green pepper, red pepper, yellow peppers, ground beef, garlic, whatnot. And I barely have enough in there for one more meal. Well, thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. So here's our chili. So you see how chunky it is. Hand crushed the tomatoes when I put them in the container there. So we're going to take this and throw this out the way. Now, of course, because I just don't have the room for everything, it takes it's a little bit finicky working in a truck when I can't stand up and cook, which I would prefer to do, but there you go. Got this thing plugged in, so it has a high and a low speed, little safety button on top, and then the control there. And then, of course, the blades on there. It's a little bit tough to clean, this particular one, but, persistence, whatnot, it works. So we're going to take if I can find the damn things. I don't know what I did with them. I don't know what I did with them. Get up there? Nope. All right, I don't know what I did with my paper towels, but whatever. We'll make do here. Hopefully this doesn't make too big of a mess. Okay, we got a trash bag here. So we're going to take our chili there. Like I said, we're going to use the bag over here to try to keep it from splashing all over the place. we want, because we don't want this to be as chunky as the normal chili. So we want this more to be a sauce. Now, having never really had Cincinnati chili, only having seen it, Mr. TJ Jones, how you doing, sir? All right, so we're going to put that on. Still has the same flavor, just is a lot smoother. Like I said, we're going to put this on top of spaghetti like a regular traditional spaghetti sauce. But Cincinnati chili, I think they call it, you can have it with beans, so whole beans on there. You can have it with cheese, you can have it with extra onion, but it all goes on top of spaghetti. So we got our sauce raring to go. All right. So the next thing is making our spaghetti noodle. So we got our flour, we got our egg, we got some water. Hopefully this doesn't become a all-fired mess. All right, so let's plug this back in and turn it on. It's going to cycle through its things to make sure that it's reading, the scale that's built into it is reading correctly. And then we will, like I said, we're just going to do a simple 100-gram pasta. Now, whilst I am a diehard American when it comes to using the imperial system of measurement, it's just ingrained in me. Yeah, I know the rest of the world doesn't do that, but whatever, So, we're just going to take now, unfortunately, this cup doesn't fit in here. So, this is the cup that came with the pasta maker. What are we going to make? 200 grams? No, yeah, 200 grams, sorry. Not 100 grams, 200. Yeah, full thing is 200 grams. Now this, like I said, this flour is from Italy. It is what any Italian grandma is going to use to make their pasta. Now, hopefully, I have enough here. And this is one of those, this is a luxury item. And I make no bones about it. This is a luxury item to have in a truck. And I would never expect any other truck driver to be doing this. I mean, I'm surprised I'm doing it, but I think just about there. Okay, let me put that on the side. Put that lid on so it doesn't spill all over the place. All right, so 200 grams of flour. I said 100, but we're going to do 200. So that gets dumped right on in. There we go. So we're going to zero the scale. We're going to do pasta. It's got a quick pasta and a regular pasta. So we're going to do pasta. And then we're going to, let's see, we got to make our egg. Right. Now, it says a large egg. I like buying the jumbo-sized eggs. More bang for the buck as far as I'm concerned. So we're just going to stir that up. Now, the recipe that it comes with is okay, but I kind of modified it You know what? I think this cup already has a freaking hole in it. Yeah, I think this measuring cup already has a hole in it. Which I don't know why, but I think it does. All right, so we're going to hit the start button. And we're going to slowly add our egg and water mix. And it is a learning curve still to while making pasta with this machine. I've never had a pasta machine before. And I've only ever made pasta by hand. And there is still, like I said, still is a learning curve. And I think that'll be good. I have to do a little investigating on this to find out where this is leaking from. All right. There we go. And if I could just find my paper towels, that would be a nice thing. Oh, whatever. So, yeah. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, I got another roll. Never mind. Normally, I don't use paper towels, but when I have not been able to get to wash my dishes, wash my laundry, all my kitchen towels are now dirty. So there you go. I might need to add a little bit more flour here. Yeah, I think I do. I think I had just a little bit too much liquid. That's a little bit too wet, but easily fixed. But like I said, it is a learning curve, so yeah. No, I have not. I've never been in a cab over. Not the Peterbilt, not a Freightliner, no cab over. Seeing them just looks so uncomfortable. They look cool, but they just look so uncomfortable. And I couldn't do half of what I do as far as cooking in one of those, even with the big dog house. Right. So we're going to add a bit more flour here. There we go. The only thing I wish this would do would give me a little bit more control over the, starting and stopping and, how to add things when, to adjust it. Because it just doesn't have a lot of leeway to it. So hopefully that makes that a little bit more conducive to, yeah, I think that'll work a little bit better. Well, let's get the rest of that pasta in there. I think I did just a little bit too much liquid in there, so it's going to take a little more time to mix up properly. Nolly D, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you find this at least somewhat entertaining. Let's see, my pasta flour is pretty much all gone. Get my spoon out here. So we're just going to stick that out the way. And where's my bag at? So that's the problem being in a truck. You got too many things all over the place and not enough room for them. All right, whatever. All right, so we're just going to take this and set this down here in the dirty dish pile. Set that there too. There we go. All right. Well, we're pretty much done with most of the dirty stuff, so we should be good. We'll throw that over there as well. So, knife, fork, couple of cups, little bit of things to clean up. Well, that's the intent, Salty Dog, is to get you actively, get them salivary glands going. Thank you, Nathaniel. I do appreciate that. Nolly D, it is the biggest issue is A, the willingness to do it. B, having a little bit of ability to build a few shelves and organization is a big, big thing. So, these containers here, they have saved me a lot of space. Having things just organized, bing, bang, boom. Instead of having 14 boxes of different sizes, having these in the truck and they fit right there nice and neat makes a big difference. So we're just gonna, let's say I got chocolate powder, chocolate cocoa mix. I got cream of wheat. I got oatmeal. What do I got here? I got a little thing of sugar. What do I got here? I got rice, my pasta flour, cream of wheat. So I got all that stuff in there. I got, pre-made farfalle pasta in there. So if I'm really lazy, I'll just do it, that way. Throw that into the soups, whatnot. The only thing is, it's not rocking. That's about it. Hopefully you had some real. Now, Salty Dog, provolone, Swiss, or Cheese Whiz. If you're not doing Cheese Whiz, you're not doing it right. All right. Now let's see if hopefully that works. So, we got our little wok pan, 8 inches, so just about as big as my hand here. These are a great pan for a truck. I have 2 of these. I got these from Amazon. I've got one. Works beautifully. Curries, soups, just stir-frying stuff, a little quick meal. This is a great size for the truck. Easy to flip stuff. It's deep enough you can do a soup in here. That's the way you do it. So we got a hot plate to get that heated up. We got plenty of water. I got a plate here for when we extrude our pasta. And we're going to get that all so once the pasta comes out, we can get our water boiling. Then we can get the like I said, get the noodles fully cooked. No, we want them al dente. Now I know most Americans, well, I won't say most Americans, a lot of Americans will boil the noodle. They'll put oil on the noodle when they cook it. I try to do it as close to real Italian as I can get, being that the only thing Italian about me is our country is named after an Italian, Amerigo Vespucci, and, our attitude. Hey, what's going on? That's about as far as Italian as I get, besides being, having pasta, sauce in my veins and the smell of garlic on my breath, because I love that, So this is about to stop here in a moment. And I don't know if it's going to extrude right away because I interrupted the process, but whatnot. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we can just go ahead and extrude this. Hopefully this works. If not, kind of screwed, Like I said, I'm still learning how to use the machine, and, a big old fail. Okay, let's see if this will. Yeah. I think I screwed up. Because that dough is not moving over towards the to the extrusion hole. Oops. Yeah, that kind of experiment didn't work. Oh Lord. Okay, well you can see a little bit of the noodle coming out there. But the main body of it, I think I got it just a little bit too wet. All right, let's see if we can dump the rest of this in there and see if we can fix it. If not, we got to do Plan Q. Let's see if we can. Well, no more pasta flour. I think just just a bit too much water. Okay, let's see if we can get that a little bit drier there. Like I said, I'm so used to doing this by hand, and feeling it and touching it and working the dough and feeling it in your hands, the way an old Italian grandma is going to do it. They're not going to use a machine like this. Let's see if we can rescue it here, hopefully. But that's the fun. That's the adventure, You never know what you're going to get sometimes, and sometimes it's going to screw up. Hey, Nolly D, yes, Oh, hey, Big Daddy Trucker, how you doing? Glad to have you in. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Now okay, that's looking a little bit more shaggy, so I think that might just be enough to rescue this at least a little bit. As long as I can get a handful of noodles about yay big, I'll accept that. Yeah, I think we might big qualifier on that. We might have saved it. And if it doesn't come out, I'm picking one of you to blame. Hey, but the chili came out just fine, so we're 50% there. But if you want to really see real Italians making real homemade pasta, there's a channel on YouTube called Pasta Grannies. You will see these 85, 95-year-old grandmas making some of the most amazing pasta you've ever seen in your life. And I love that channel. I've learned, there are a few places I've actually learned how real Italian cooking is. The TV show Molto Mario was one of them. But Pasta Grannies, which I found about 3 or 4 months ago, was another one. But also, when I came back to the United States in 1988, the first people I met were 2 sisters that are first-generation Americans. Their parents barely speak English, from Sicily and the southern part of Italy, of the mainland of Italy. And every time I went to that house, I learned something and I was fed. It was I could barely walk in the door and have something to eat. It was that stereotypical, old world family. The first thing you did, it was never hello. It was never how you doing. It was have something to eat, manja. I loved it. I've never smoked. I've never drank. I never did drugs. I never, I'm a boring person, teetotaler. I eat. That's why you get this right here. That's why I have to do a lot of exercise. That's why I have to limit how much I eat during the day, so when I do make dinner, in a machine like this, I can enjoy it. All right. I think we might be able to do this. Let's see. All right, there we go. Hopefully that pasta will move up. Yeah. Let's get a plate set here. I may have to just stick my hand in there and get it moving to where I need it to be, which I think I'm going to have to do. Yep, like I said, it's not pretty. There, okay. Let's move that this way. Yeah, very wet dough. It should be a lot more crumbly. But like I said, we'll endeavor to say not the way it should be. It should be very dry. Oh, see, that's the thing, and you know what I mean, Nolly, about having your hands in it. There's nothing that you can do to replace that for making good pasta. It's let's see. Stop. There's knowing how to cook, and there's knowing how to cook. Any knucklehead can put flour in a machine. But knowing how to really make good pasta, come on. Pasta. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, we got a little bit of pasta coming out. It's extruding. It's not pretty, But there you go. And that's my worry too, Salty Dog. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm a very bad amateur at doing this. All right. All right. Well, I think, yeah, just way too much water in there. This, yeah, so, no. Yeah. It might, yeah. It might be okay once I get it in the boiling water. We will see. I doubt it, but this may be a fail video instead of a cooking video. All right, well, there we go. Okay. Well, that did not come out the way I wanted to. All right, I just don't have enough flour to take care of the rest of that mess there, so a definite lesson learned on how not to make pasta. This is one of those episodes where it's do as I say, not as I do, because obviously I can't. Oh, Lordy. C'est la vie. You know, that's life. Now, I could say that I could take my my tortilla chips, blend them up to a nice fine powder and throw them in there, but I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, well let's see if we can actually so we're just going to put this off to the side right up there. We'll clean that out later. This is in no way, and I want to stress this very carefully, this is in no way a reflection of Hamilton Beach and their product. This is user error 125%. Oh, boy. I feel like an idiot. All right, but like I said, I am very, very happy with this machine. It has been a pleasure using it. I just got to be a little bit more paying attention to the demands of the machine, because I cannot do it the way you do it by hand. It needs to be a lot drier mix, and I added just too much water. Simple as that. That's my error. So we're just going to set that off to the side there for the moment. All right. And maybe we'll see if we can get this to work. All right. So, hot plate. Got plugged in. Get that turned on. We got our bowl, or our wok little pan here. Now the thing with pasta, normal pasta, not screw-up pasta, is you want to have a good amount of water, salted water. There we go. So we're going to let that come up to a boil. So that's going to take a moment there. And putting in the salt will always help to lower the boiling point. Plus, it's going to flavor, and it's going to have a reaction with the pasta. Normal pasta, not you screwed up pasta. Throw that up there. We're just going to throw the chili sauce into the microwave to heating it back up. We're not too fancy with that. But, like I said, this is pretty sad, pretty sad. So I don't know if this is going to separate it all once I get it into the water because it is very wet. I guess the idea of Cincinnati chili was not in the cards. But we'll see. We will see. If not, peanut butter and jelly live on camera. Well, not actually peanut butter. I do have some hot dog buns. I have a couple of hot dogs in the refrigerator. I have the chili, so chili dogs. It might get switched up. But that's the joy of cooking in my book. You know, sometimes you have crushing defeats, and sometimes you find something amazing. You know. Now, unfortunately, this time is a crushing defeat. But whatever, you know, I still had a good time. Fusilli, yes. See, that's the wonderful thing about pasta. All these different, the basic couple kinds of dough: flour and water, flour, salt and water, flour, egg and water, flour and egg. All these different slight variations on the basic dough, and then hundreds and thousands of actual shapes and sizes and whatnot. You know, then you start putting the toppings, the condiments on it. You start putting the meats and the vegetables with it. Or sometimes just cooking in a bit of butter and sage, and that's all you need. It's like, what, you know, just a small dab of tomato sauce, you know, just salt and pepper and maybe a little bacon on it, and you got something fantastic. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of a boil here. Maybe, like I said, I've already failed miserably with the pasta dough. Let's see if we can try to salvage. That's right, Nelly D. Goonies never say die. Or like my personal hero and spirit animal, Carl Spackler, Gunga Galunga. You know, you want one of the best movies ever made, Caddyshack, right there. Oh, you're gonna cop out on me before I totally fail. All right, Nally D, thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it. Tomorrow being a day off, you know, basically for everybody, I might be doing another live stream tomorrow. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Oldies but goodies, oldies and goodies. Got them both covered. Not a problem. I don't know. I mean, hopefully the video isn't cutting out. I'm not in the greatest area for internet access. Hopefully this is coming through just fine. But, like I said, tomorrow I might be doing some shrimp fried rice tomorrow. I don't know. Like I said, for my lunch, I'm going to have the remainder of the chili. I think I might just make chili dogs, like I said. So I'm going to use the rest of the chili for this. I'll have a little bit for that. So I'll make some rice, some mixed vegetables, egg, onion, green onion. I have some shrimp up here, which I'm going to dice up and throw in there. Soy sauce, bit of red pepper flake, black pepper, make it just a tiny bit spicy. But make a nice old stir fry, and I will be using a pan like this. You know, one serving at a time. Hey! Metal Music Maniac. How you doing, Harry? It's in the hole! He's a Cinderella boy. Well, that was actually part of what I wanted to do at the very beginning, but I kind of put it off, just concentrating on the trucking. But I do have a Google, another YouTube channel, which I titled Yum Yum Project, and all the food channels that I watch are I do subscriptions in that channel. So I may start trying to do some actual, filming. Because let me get my other camera out here. Because I have my Canon 3400 or my Nikon 3400 on a pretty decent tripod. This is a Cincinnati X1 tripod, and I can't aim this down and have it balanced so it aims down at the thing. But I may start trying to use this to do some actual cooking, pre-recorded videos instead of doing it live. So when I screw up, like now, it doesn't look as bad. Okay, we got a bit of boil there. Let's see. I don't think, nope. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. I can't exactly call it a food channel if you talk about turning it into complete crap. All right. We're not going to do chili dogs. We're going to use our backup here. Going to use the Farfalle. So we're going to do a modified Cincinnati chili. Throw some of those bad boys in there. All right. We're going to do a 22% chili. Yeah, it was just too wet. It just won't separate. I mean, that was a major screw up. But like I said, sometimes that's the fun. Sometimes that is the fun of seeing how bad you can do something and then improvise to change it up. We have the farfalle here. I think I have some spaghetti rigate in there, but this pan is not really made for a hard spaghetti noodle because it just won't fit in the pan. I need to use a big wide pan. But we'll do this. So we got just going to stir that up a little bit, make sure they don't stick together too much. So, now the joy of joys, cleaning this mess up. So, this is the vessel that you mix the dough in, and it extrudes out the front here. Here's the locking lid and top, and when the lid goes on, this little protuberance right here, let's see if we can see that, this little piece here pushes a little button inside to let it activate. I wish this was a little bit different design so you can add stuff a little bit easier, but there you go. So we are going to, so you got the main body here. You got a locking screw on the front. This holds the individual die on the front, which we got right here. Now we have like 7 dies in total. This is the medium spaghetti. There's a large spaghetti. There's a angel hair, a tagliatelle, a linguine, a lasagna, a penne. Variety. Shape to it. That you just basically stick on the front. It locks into place. Put the screw on, and it's good. So at least you get to watch some knucklehead mess up something so simple, as pasta, But like I said, I'm still learning. I'm going to blame that on that, just not paying attention. And like I said, we will just, figure it out. Okay, so the actual extrusion screw comes out the front there. And then the beater arm will lift up. Hopefully. There we go. And you see they got the silicone seal on the back. And that goopy mess comes out, and you can clean that all up. If you don't laugh at yourself, you're going to have a miserable life as far as I'm concerned. I find it funny as all get out that I can mess it up that badly. Now, if I had an oven, I could take this dough and make something else. Yeah. I mean, I probably could have just taken it out and dropped it in some boiling water, made little dumplings out of it or whatnot. But oh well. So tonight, I'm going to try to scrape all this off of the as many surfaces as I can in here. We'll let it dry, and then that way it'll be a little bit easier to clean later on. But we got the majority of it out there. Fun. I am definitely not a chef. And the only way this would be entertaining is if you like laughing at an idiot. Because I certainly am. All right. So we're going to set this mess off to the side. All the internal parts. I'm going to stick that up there on the top of the microwave. And like I said, let that air dry. And we will we'll try to deal with that later. Like I said, I got some hot dogs. Tomorrow for lunch, I'm going to make a couple hot dogs. Put the remainder of the chili on top. I got the cheese. I got the hot dog buns. I got the hot dogs. At least we'll still have a decent meal tomorrow for lunch. So let this I need to find me an 8-inch lid, kind of a useful. Yeah, I kind of deserve that there, oldies and goodies. That's why there's nobody banging on my door for food. Oh, man. Like I said, you got to laugh at yourself. I mean, come on. Oh, boy. But, there you go. So, like I said, tomorrow night, I think I'll do another live stream, and hopefully I don't screw that up. I mean, it's fried rice. I shouldn't have a problem. I have another liner. As long as you don't say no soup for you, I'll be okay. All right. So, we're going to do some non-spaghetti Cincinnati chili with farfalle pasta, bow tie pasta, because that's the shape it has. So, in case anybody doesn't know what I mean, there we go. So, bow tie pasta. Bam, right there. Now, I've done this. I've used this pasta for macaroni and cheese instead of regular elbows. Use these. I love putting these in a chicken soup. This is a great versatile shape. I really like this shape. It's not too big. It's not too small. Yes, I got some hot dogs up here. put them in the water, get the weenie water nice and good, throw it onto a couple of buns, dump some chili and cheese on top, and away we go. Hey, RLC, how you doing, sir? Unfortunately, I did not get to see the end of TJ's, spaghetti. I did not know he was going to make spaghetti, so I'm not quite ripping him off. Just a bit of happy coincidence. But my fresh pasta, well, let's just say, did not come out the way it was supposed to. Just go back and watch the replay once it's done. Once we're done. All right. So let me see here. Now, unfortunately, we can't get this burner hot enough. It's electric burner. It's got this little fuses in there. If it was a gas stove, I could get it a whole lot hotter, but I would never do that inside the truck. I would go outside the truck to do that. But, it does a pretty good job, but I still want to get an 8-inch or 9-inch round, universal lid that I can put on these. I have a 12-inch one, but it's a little bit too big for this. So, but I want to try to get me a smaller one. I think I can find one on Amazon. I believe I saw one on Amazon, so I might get one or two of those. All right, so that's starting to boil again, so we're good. And we're not going to use the fancy bowl today. I didn't earn the ability to have a fancy bowl today. We're just going to use our 50-cent Walmart bowls. Now, especially for a truck driver, this 50-cent bowl I got at Walmart, stain resistant. I have had all kinds of tomato sauce and curry sauce in this. Not one stain on any of them. Microwave safe. We are good to go. Yes, RLC, I got here to Okanagan, Washington today just at noon because A, I'm on a permit. B, it's the holiday, so I had to be stopped by noon. I got here with like 5 or 6 minutes to spare. Just enough time to get here and get shut down. Which sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. But there you go. So we are going to need a let's see, what am I going to do? I need a bowl here, I think. I want to scoop it out by hand, I think. I got to give me a spoon here. Got me a slotted spoon. When these noodles are done, we're just going to bring that out. I think we're going to test to see if we are close to al dente. Right there. We are right there. Okay. So the main problem with cooking in a truck is the fact you just don't have the room for anything. You don't have the room to maneuver. You don't have the room to put things down. I don't have countertops. I can just move things to the side. This little camp table is all the space I have, unless I put it up there, on the microwave, in the microwave, on the floor, whatnot. And of course, you got to pick things up and move them 14 times. Look. And just to do some basic stuff. All right, so take that, put that down there. So we're going to take our chili sauce, our pureed chunky chili, put that in the microwave real quick. Get that started. Ah, it's never easy. Never easy. Here we go. Now, if I had a real pasta pot, I would have an insert that would strain the water out, lift the pasta up, but don't have that, so we got to make compromise. Got to do it the slow way, to scoop it out by hand. Now, this is heavily salted water, so a lot of salt has been infused into the pasta, bringing out the pasta's flavor, and that in turn will bring out the flavor in the chili sauce. There we go. We'll set that right there. Let that cool down. Hopefully we can... all right. All right. All right, about a minute and a half. There we go. So we got our farfalle pasta. Set that right there. We got our chili sauce. Set that right there. We need a couple other ingredients. I got it right here. Oh, there's the other paper towels. So instead of cutting up a regular onion, we're going to use some of the green onion here. All right. So we got that. We got a decent knife here. Nice good old chef knife. Just gonna throw that right over there. We're gonna cut that on a bit of a diagonal. Makes it a little bit more visually interesting. Then we just chop it like that. There we go. Set that right there. And we got a little bit of cheddar cheese. I ran out of my big block of cheddar cheese, so I got this little one from the truck stop, little convenience store thing, little bit of it's a little small, like snack size. Oldies and goodies. Have a good day, sir. Thanks for coming in. Do appreciate it. So, like I said, just a bit of cheese like that. Set that about there. We can turn that off. We don't need that on. There we go. So we're just gonna quickly chop that up. And this is not real English cheddar cheese. This is American cheddar cheese, so it's a little bit softer. So when it gets warm, it gets sticky, and it's not quite the same, but importing real cheddar cheese is a pain in the ass, and it costs way too much. All right, so we got our cheese and our onion there. Let's actually put this on a plate. This will look a little bit better. So we got a plate there, and I have ordered some real pasta bowls. That right there. Try to get some of that water out of there that's come off the pasta. There we go. So imagine that's spaghetti noodle, okay? I know it's difficult, but use the power of imagination. All right. Now, what I understand of Cincinnati chili, it's not, you do not use Parmesan cheese. You must use cheddar cheese. That's what I understand. So if the recipe is a little bit off, please forgive. And then, of course, the nice hot chili sauce on top. Now, it might not be as chunky as what it's supposed to be, but it's got the flavor. So there you go. Then a little bit of, let me crumble this up a little bit, break this up. All right. Now, this would be better if there was probably shredded cheese. A little bit finer, probably melt a little bit easier. And a little bit of green onion on top. Break that up a little bit. All right. Not too bad. Not the way I wanted it, but we're going to consider this a 20% success. All right, we're going to take the rest of this cheese and we're just going to throw it in the chili. We'll just eat that as a side dish. There we go. All right, so we get a little side dish right there. Or we can make a hot dog tonight and do that. So, Farfalle Cincinnati chili a la I screwed up. All right. I would say bon appetit, but, you know, we'll take it as we can. So, I've always seen people just mix it all up totally. So, we're going to do that a little bit as well. So, if you want the recipe for the chili that I didn't screw up from last night, just look in the video feed on the channel from yesterday. Quick and easy. That's my interpretation of chili, the way I like it. It's not a good Texas chili. It's not a traditional chili. It's a kind of a mishmash, but I like it. So here we go. I think the next time I actually do get to the Cincinnati area, I'll stop in, see exactly how they're doing it, and we'll try to make it a little bit better by, number one, not screwing up the spaghetti. That's number one. Number two, we're going to do it precisely the way they do it, as far as the ingredients, how chunky the chili is, you know, the type of cheese they're using, and the type of onion, all that jazz. Now, I may not do it with fresh pasta. I may use the box spaghetti I have in there, and we'll go from there. But I hope I had fun doing it. Hopefully you had fun laughing at me screwing up. RLC, just watch what I did. I mean, simple ingredients. You can vary the recipe any way you want. Just get the seasoning pack from the store. Add a few extra ingredients. Beef, beans, some vegetables, onion, corn, bell pepper, cactus. You know, you can add almost anything. Chicken, beef, pork, fish. You know, you can do it with almost anything. But like I said, just watch the feed from yesterday, the live stream we did yesterday, making the chili, and yeah, I think you'll have a good success. Like I said, I do it in the truck with my Instant Pot, and like I said before, this is no reflection on the Hamilton Beach pasta maker. It did what it was supposed to do. I screwed up in the preparation, so there you go. But other than that, I'd just like to say thank you everybody who came in. RLC, Salty Dog, Oldies But Goodies, Nathaniel Lee, Brad Parks, Metal Music Maniac, Channels to Watch. Who else here? Nolly D, thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's see what we got here. Big Daddy Trucker, thank you very much. Let's see here. We had TJ Jones of the Woods. Thank you much, Bree. Stay tuned for the next couple of weeks, I think. Might be doing the French dip, so I might be using that Johnny's au jus. Troy F1 Vlogs, thank you very much. Channels to watch, Ag Hauler. Appreciate you coming in. Spooby. And like I said, as I always say, thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate it. And everybody has a good day. And have a good day. Have a good Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy the day off tomorrow if you do. If you have to work, thank you for working on the weekend, on the holiday. I appreciate it. May not be able to come give you any business, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. So I just want to say God bless to you and your families. Everybody have a good day. Thank you very much.